Right, I've wrote a bit of a sketch out in pencil, so I roughly know where's I'm going, and so if you're having a go at this, just follow these constructions, and you should have at the end of it quite a nice picture. Right, I'm gonna whack this through the old lot. I need to change my water. My water's a bit grubby. It's not bad for this picture, but still. Right, that's wet. You have to work pretty quick because you want to be working wet in wet, you see. So I think what I'm going to do first, just stick in, you might want this brush too wet, just stick in some to the bottoms of these clouds are going to be like that sort of colour, so I'll stick them in, something like that. Let's take a big cloud going all the way along like that, and then as I come down lower, I'll make smaller clouds, and as I'm coming lower, look, my paint's disappearing off my brush a bit anyway, see what I mean? So now if I just take the paint off, I've just dried that brush on tea towel. I think what I'm going to do, just soften it round myself a little bit with a dry brush. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, soften it round a bit and there. Oh, I like that. It's nice little fluffy clouds. That's going to look like, hopefully. Right, watch my brush now. Again, I don't want it too wet. Don't want my paint running everywhere. So now I'm going to come into a bit of cerulean blue. Again, you've got on proper watercolour paper, you've got probably 2 minutes to paint this sky. If you're on cartridge paper, you might even have a little bit less. Right, I'm going to pop them bits in there like that, and then there's some bits in here, right there, bits there. I'm just going round and trying to leave a few white gaps at the tops of these clouds. That's it. Something like that. Something like that. Then I'll wipe that brush down. I'm just trying, just try and fluffy some of that about and all. Make it look like fluffy clouds by doing a bit of that, I think. Give me brush another wipe. And my tea towel, I've got a tea towel sat on my knee. What's always a good idea. I keep wiping my brush on it to wipe this excess paint off, and then I'm just fluffing to fluff these clouds up a bit. See, I've left that little white bit at the top. That's like the top white bit of the cloud. So if you can try and do that, if you don't get that, don't worry, there'll just be more dark stormy clouds, I suppose, it not matter. But if you can get that, it'll look even better. There, and I think that looks like just now some nice, you can even do that, look, fluffy clouds like that. Nice, softer as you go to the bottom because the further away, so everything would blend more further away. I think that'll do. Right, let me have a sip of coffee. That's me hill there, isn't it? Yeah, let's put this hill in. So there's an hill now. So I'll mix up a nice hilly colour. It's only slightly green. So I use a bit of Bontumber, a bit of yellow and a bit of blue, just to go towards that slight green colour. You ain't got to get this exact colour where I've got, to be honest. It won't matter. That's nice. A bit more water in it, I think. It's quite far away, this, so I can use plenty of water. Right, where's my tree? I pencil sketched a tree and there's one there. I'll slightly go around my trees, I think. There's one there. There's one there. In fact, there's 2 there. A little one. There we are. That there. Lovely. That's nice. And then, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get them bubble of water out there. Because I'm going to have some slight bushy things right at the bottom of there, and then my tree's cutting through. So let's get a bit more Bontumber, a bit more yellow and a bit more blue, but slightly sort of thicker paint. I'm going to go darker with this. I'll put a tiny bit of Payne's grey in it and all. A little bit darker. But same again, just a darker colour. It's not that important. This exact colour's not that important. My eyesight's going. Yeah, I'm looking for like a soft thing. I want it to diffuse into the top of there because it's a long way away, you see. So I want it to diffuse. There we are. That's doing it, I think. Bit in there. And a bit there, like that, a little bit in there. Actually, I've not got a very neat line. Let's get this bit in quick so I can get that line neatened up. So now I'll go for a much lighter green colour now. So basically, that colour what I've already mixed, I'm just popping in quite a big thick chunk of yellow into it to line it up. I think that's dried too much. I could do with getting rid of them little scrapey bits there, but it don't matter. This is a fast and loose style what we're doing here, so you don't have to worry too much. I'll leave some gaps there and pop a bit more yellow colour in them gaps. There we are. Oh, that's nice. Then as I get closer, come round, I may as well bring it round here now. I'll pop more yellow in. Now some use them breaky up bits, look. Got some little blades of grass there, look. That was nice, doesn't it? Some more there. I've popped a bit more, slight bit more blue in that bit to take me slightly more darker green there. And then I'll stick some more yellow back in again. Take it back lighter, just so I've got variations of green throughout all that area. Right, tell you what, I might as well want this bit in and on. So I'll have some light green in there, bit of water, dab into a bit more water, bit of light green in there. Oh yes, oh wow, look at that, lovely and jubbly. Green up there, a bit more, and even a bit more yellow in. A nice bright bit here. Oh, that's nice. Then let's go to some more greenish colour, just to blend and mix it. There, oh that's nice. And then what I think I'm going to do, yeah, I'll get some Bon Tumber, keep my brush quite dry, not too wet, and just pop in a bit of mud at the bottom of here. So you could always do with a bit of mud and it just sort of gives you them muddy banks. Not there obviously because you've got short grasses there. My stepbrother Doofus has been watching stuff. He's into his UFOs and stuff like that. Well, he's been watching some stuff about outer space now. We'll put a bit of that brown in there. That's nice. Oh, I like that. In fact, I'll put them trees in there. It's autumny, so I'm going to have a brown, some browny colours in my trees, I think. Yeah, he's been watching stuff about UFOs and that. He's well into it. So, he's been watching about outer space, and he's been telling me, so I didn't really even know, about something called what is it? Infinility or something. And what it is, it means reflection in there. It means that it goes on forever. Infertility. That's what it is. Infertility. And that means that space, because it's infertility, it keeps going on forever. It never ever disappears. Just keeps going. And yeah, it's quite interesting, but it's a bit mind-boggling because it's like I just sort of think, well, how can something go on forever? It's got to have an end somewhere, surely. But according to Doofus, when these documentaries he's watched, it does outer space. So when you're looking up at sky, it does just go on forever and ever and ever. Just infertility just keeps going. Quite interesting. But I don't know. Do we need infertility? Does it matter? Because Doofus says, oh, let me sip of this coffee. Doofus says that these. I says, how do you count it if it goes on forever? But Doofus says numbers go on forever. But I know when I did maths at school, I thought there were too many numbers. No, there's just too many numbers. There's too many numbers on this world. You don't need them all. It just makes stuff confusing for people like me. So I don't think we need all that many numbers. I'm going to mix a paler colour for the background. I think I'm going to have a background tree in here. I think something about background. Something like that's a background one. And then I'm going to mix some stronger colours for my foreground one. Right. That's my foreground one. It's bigger. Oh, that's nice. I think I'll whap all this in. And then I think I'll add some more colours to it. There. And let's go a bit stronger. Too many numbers on this world, I'm telling you. Why not just count up to, I don't know, say 10, and then if you wanted 20, just say let's add 10 and let's add, I'll add another 10 and all. I'll add, but not call it 20. I don't know what that thing's talking to me now. Shut up. Let me turn that down. Someone's talking to me on one of my devices. It's doing me head in. Right. Let's have some bushes in here as well, I think. Shall I do my bushes more a green colour? Because a lot of your little bushes in this sort of autumn time, they're quite often still green. So I'll put a bit of green colour in there. And then I think I'll put a bit of yellow in and all, just to, that's it, so they look like bushes. That don't look bad, does it? Just put a bit of Payne's grey in at the bottom, nice dark bit, something like that, that's it. Now, I've got to reflect that into my water now. I think I'll go slightly darker with my reflections. Add more water in than that though. Get a better, I always think when these reflections, if you've got more water in your paint, you get a better watery sort of reflection. A little bit there, and then a bit there like that. Let's stick some more of that creamy colour in, I think. There. That's nice. More yellow in. There's a bit of yellow creamy colour in there. Let's see, a bit more brown. Looks like a nice equal reflection, doesn't it? There we are. That's that. Tempted to bring a few, just to drag a few of these bits in, just to sort of soften them in. Drag a few bits in like that. Look, I think that looks better, doesn't it? Like that. Just drag a few bits in. Yeah, soften it a bit. That's nice. Right, I think now I'll put my sky in. Not my sky, my water, but we're using the same colours as my sky. So it's quite a pale cerulean blue. Just check there's enough water in that. Let's start this end actually. There. I'll come back here now, it's weak enough I think. What is it? No, let's start up here. Come across. I reckon it's a bit of a choppy day. It's autumn, so it's a little bit windy. So I'm leaving some little white bits in my water, so it looks like it's a windy day and my water's a bit choppy. You can come into there, look, and pull bits of colour through, so you get a soft edge like that. Look, if that wants. There you go, look. That's going to look nice. And then pull some bits through there. I think we're about done. Oh, you touch that brown as well if you want. Just touch it a bit and see if you get slight reflection off that. In fact, let's pop in a bit of brown and let's pop in a bit of reflection off it. Look, there. Bit of reflection off them bits there. Look, nice. There. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need some. Where's my Riga brush? Where's that gone? with a brush. Come on, where are you? Got that many brushes. There she is. Let's pop in some little trunks on these trees. So I think for this, probably need. I'm just scraping a bit of excess paint off on some scrap paper. I can touch that bit's dry. So got some bits like that. I'm thinking, and then in there, let's just do a bit of just wobble like that. That's it. A few bits in there. That's enough. This one is going to have some really big bits in. That's it. Well, there's some bits coming out top of this one, I think. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? There, lovely. Take it a bit darker, I think, as we come down. Oh, let's follow these bits through here. Look, so that, say that goes to there. Following through there, that's another bit going up to there. Plenty of bits coming in here. Through this light. I like to put my bits into my darker bits, look. Oh, these down here, these are separate little bushy things. Something to there, something there. There we are, like that. Wonder if I can get any sort of lines. Going to be wobbly in here, you see. Yeah, that's probably enough to indicate a bit of summer. We'll pop in Peter and Paul out looking for a few worms. Let's give that a dry, see what it looks like when it's dry. It just looks that bit better now it's dried. Yeah, nice little picture there. You got your little bits flooding down there from your slight reflections, your reflections from your trees and that. It's a nice little simple one there. Right, I think I'm gonna go and see what Doofus is watching. If he's watching one of his things about outer space, I might watch it with him and see if I can sort of understand what the hell he's talking about, because surely numbers and outer space, it can't go on forever, surely. But maybe it does. I don't know. But I'm about to find out. See you on beach, innit?